Hey guys, sorry I have to hold the camera. But anyways, my name is Sienna, and this is my channel, Sienna Sivan. And today I want to talk about, in my video, is my PCOS, and this is my story. And I have to talk about this because I haven't been vlogging like I said I was going to, which I really wanted to, but I fell into depression, and that's junk in the background, don't worry about that. But I fell into a depression, and it's because my hormones were out of whack due to my PCOS and other factors, which was that my testosterone in my body was really high, and that I didn't know that because I hadn't seen my doctor in 8 months, and I was supposed to have a 6-month follow-up, but I didn't get the chance to do that because I missed it on accident, or life happens, you know, you can't really, I don't know, I had to reschedule. So I rescheduled, and it was like 2 months later was all she had that was open. Sorry if I'm shaking, I'm holding this with my hand, but that's all that was open. But I started freaking out, and I got really sad, and I was already going through like a really deep depression, but it was because my hormones, my testosterone was too high in my body. I was getting really bad anger problems and feeling really crazy, and I didn't know why. And I thought my health was really good because I've been a Pollo Pescetarian for 2.5 years now, meaning I don't eat beef, pork, I don't hardly ever eat any dairy, except for I did eat cheese, but I don't anymore. As of 2.5 weeks ago, I've like even been stricter on my diet, but yeah, I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was 18 years old. I don't know if I said that, but I should have said that. But, so I've had it for a long time, but when I was 18, I just got birth control for it, and I didn't really think anything of it because that's all that my doctor offered back then because I was so young, and honestly, she didn't give me too much information, and that doctor wasn't a very good doctor. She was very judgmental and made me feel really, really bad. So I never went back there, and I didn't really pay mind to her advice or whatever, just took the birth control and just went on with my life until it really became a problem because I have my fiance now, and we were trying to have a baby and stuff, and I couldn't get pregnant naturally because I wasn't having periods, and that's my case. I hadn't had periods since like when I was 16. That's when my periods started getting really weird and like coming every other month and then every 4 months, and then it'd become to where it hadn't come at all, and that's when I got on birth control. But I didn't realize I have so much more information now, which I wish I really knew now back then, but we all say that about things in life, but we can only grow from them and learn, right? But I had tried Clomid and stuff too, but that's another story in its own thing. But it wasn't working, and I've tried for like months and months and months, and I had a really big cyst, and I had to stop, and I was getting really depressed about that too. That would like really hurt me, and I think I should talk about that too a little bit, but that might be for another video. But anyways, we're not trying anymore, and that's okay with me. I'm perfectly fine because right now I'm just trying to focus on my body, mind, soul, and get everything right, and try to be a healthier me and a better me, and that's what's really concerning me right now. But so yeah, I was having all these problems, and then I also had digestive problems too this whole time. Mind you, I also had cut out the beef and the pork and the dairy too because I was having really bad intestinal problems, which I know now is associated with my PCOS and the diet that I was eating. Even though I cut out so much food, I was having to run to the restroom, and it was becoming a horrible issue in my life where I couldn't even leave my house without being in panic. I had to call out of work so many times. It was just a horrible, dark place in my life. And then like up until the last few months, I haven't been trying anymore to, you know, have a baby or whatever, just focus on me. And I just found out now there's a different way to approach my PCOS, which I have been doing. Which before I said I have been Pollo Pescetarian, I have been doing yoga and stuff like that and being more active. And I have been losing weight, and I've lost a lot of inches. And if you watch my other videos, you can definitely notice in my face that I've lost weight. I'm still a big girl and I'm still work in progress. You know, testimonies about their PCOS. And what I notice is not everyone's story is the same, but I do notice that the girls who do eat healthier and really do cut out all carbs, like bread, which of course is one of my biggest things. I used to love bread, pasta, which my doctor never told me about these things, and which really hurts me because she was so quick to offer pharmaceutical pills, which I'm currently on, and I live in constant fear all the time. Like, if I run out of medical, or if something happens where I can't afford these pills, am I gonna get ballooned up again? And I don't want to be like that. But at the same time, I have to think about my lifestyle change that I did make at the time when I decided 2.5 years ago to be Pollo Pescetarian. But now that's a start to being better, because if I eat more vegetables and stuff like that, which I'm planning on doing, is eating more vegetarian style. But also I'm not going to completely cut out chicken yet, because I have to wean myself off of it, just like I wean myself off of the pork and all that stuff. But I want to be healthy, and to me, my health matters. And if you have PCOS and you're eating the carbs and stuff like that, you really have to stop, because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to make you feel good when you wake up in the morning. You're not going to have energy. You're not going to feel good at all. And it's going to make you feel depressed, and it's going to make you feel like just all kinds of things that you don't want to feel. It's going to raise your testosterone. It's going to make you have anger, excess insulin, and it just, you shouldn't have to live in fear so young, is what I feel like, because all the time, like, I'm being really strong right now, but I hurt with my PCOS. I hurt with it, and it gives me physical pain, and it also gives me mental pain, because I feel like, why me? And I'm sure a lot of people feel like that. But there is a way to help yourself, and I've been doing that, and I feel like this is just my testimony to show you guys, like, my perspective on what's been helping me. And I'm honestly showing results in myself that this is helping by changing your diet, changing and doing more exercise, and trying to get your mind right too, because when you have PCOS, your hormones make your equilibrium, or whatever you call it, your brain, your hormones and everything's all out of whack, and you feel so crazy sometimes. For at least I do. This is from me speaking about myself. I feel so crazy sometimes with my PCOS. But and if you don't know what PCOS is, there is lots of videos online about them. I'm sorry if I didn't say that, but I have the worst of it. Very insulin resistant. Like I said, I'm taking the metformin and stuff like that. But yeah, after the testosterone thing happened, and it really scared me, and my doctor changed my medication and stuff. And then after that, this was a few weeks ago, because it's been almost 3 weeks now that I've decided to completely cut out bread and stuff like that, and lower my carbs way down, and lower my sugar, which I don't really eat that much sugar, and I stay away from high corn fructose syrup, which it does not do me any good at all. And if you eat healthier, one thing I notice is that if you do try to eat something bad, you will not I notice this, if I try to eat something like bad, if I'm like, sometimes I go places like a party or family function where it's almost beyond, sometimes I bring my own stuff though, so I'm not saying that I set myself up for failure, but sometimes there's things there that you can eat, or that I can eat, that don't have things in it that I don't know of, and then I eat them, and I'm like, ugh, this tastes really sweet, like too sweet, like it tastes unreal sweet. But I can talk about other videos about my diet and stuff, and more about it. And if you have recommendations for recipes, I would greatly appreciate them. I just don't do any dairy, no milk, no nothing. I stopped doing cheese. And if you have good recommendations for making things, I love to cook, so please give them to me. But I just want to talk about my PCOS and put that out there, because I do need support and understanding, because sometimes I feel like I can only say so much to my friends and to my family, well, my sister, and my family and friends, and people don't understand your pain if they can't walk in your shoes, I guess, and understand, because when you have PCOS, you look fine on the outside, and people think, oh, you're just some fat chick walking down the street, but they don't know that you're hurting and you have problems too. but it's about lifestyle change, I think. And honestly, all these changes that I've made have been so much better on my life. And I still have digestive problems, but I'm noticing now that, like, with the IBS and the PCOS, the carbs. It's the carbs. It's the fucking carbs, which is unfortunate, but if you think about it, our bodies can't process all that man-made, whatever they put in the breads and whatever they're doing to the food. We cannot process it, and our bodies are not liking it. And I'm noticing, like, as I watch more videos on YouTube, so many women have PCOS and have these problems, and doctors are so quick to give us metformin and all these things. And I hope one day that I will be able to get off that and be all natural. But yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and watch. Comment below. Bye bye.